I'm Gianna, the Small Bites Adventure Club Kid Correspondent. Today, I'm here with Andrea Zoppo, aka Miss Ladybug, to interview her about sweet potatoes. How are you doing, Miss Ladybug?
I'm great, Gianna. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. So, to start off, I just want you to tell me a little bit about what you do and just a little bit about yourself.
Well, like you said, I go by Miss Ladybug, and that's because, like, in 2008, I was teaching a lot of outdoor garden classes, and I would often find a ladybug, and the kids would see how excited I got, and they'd be like, "You're Miss Ladybug!" And then I was like, "Okay," and then it just sort of stuck.
What are some things that we need to know about the sweet potato?
Well, sweet potatoes are delicious and they're super filling and satisfying, and they have lots of fiber and vitamin C and beta carotene, which is good for your eyes. So they're a really wonderful tuber vegetable that grows underground. And a good time to plant them is right after the last frost in spring. So you have a lot of time for them to get bigger and bigger.
That's so cool. A lot of that I didn't actually know. So right here with me, I have a sweet potato and I have a potato. But my question is, are they related to each other?
You know, you'd think they would be related, right? Like potato, potato, but actually they're totally different families. The sweet potato is in the morning glory family. And it's like this vine. And if you look at a morning glory vine, they have like heart-shaped leaves. I'm actually going to show you. They're a little bit of a heart-shaped leaf. You see that? And so it's in the morning glory family. So it's a vine and it has a flower, kind of like a morning glory. And then potato is in the nightshade family, and it's like more related to a tomato.
Wow.
I know.
Really?
If you look at the plant, if you look at a potato plant and a tomato plant, you'll be like, oh, they kind of look a little similar.
That's so crazy. So right here, I have all of these seeds, and I have, let's see, I have sugar snap seeds. I have summer squash seeds, and let's see, what is this one? I have kale seeds. But I'm looking through all my seeds, and I don't see a single sweet potato seed. And I did a little bit of further research, and I found out that you actually use things called slips. So what's up with that?
I know, it's like the glass slipper or something. Like, what's the slip, right? So I've actually got an example, so I'll show it to you.
I'd love to see it.
So here we have the mama potato, and then off the mama sweet potato, we have these little green vines that are coming off. And these vines, or these little parts, are called the slips. And so if you get a potato, let's say you can go to the store and you buy a potato, right? You got to get an organic potato because some potatoes are treated and they don't sprout. So you have to get maybe like an organic one, and you lay it in some like moist soil. And after a while, they start to grow these little slips, which are like the little baby sweet potato plants. And you can like cut them off and root them or separate them. And you can see a bunch of them. Here's the mama sweet potato, and look, here's the baby sweet potatoes.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm learning so many new things about sweet potatoes today. Can you show us how to harvest a sweet potato?
Oh, are you ready for some excitement?
Oh my gosh, I am so ready.
Okay, so like I said, you can plant a sweet potato in a mound of dirt, but then you have to get a shovel, and then you might like accidentally hurt a sweet potato. So what we've done is, behind me, if you see these like cages, we have this sort of liner in them, and we filled them with dirt, and then we planted those little sweet potato slips, or those baby potato plants, in there, and then we're just gonna tip it over with a tractor, and then that way we can just sort of dig them out a little bit. Would you like to see that?
Oh, yes, I would.
Okay, so I'm going to turn a little bit. I think you can see there's the tractor.
Whoa.
Our Farmer Ryan. Hi.
Hey there.
And he's going to pull the tractor, and this is going to tip over. We have a chain attached to it, and we're gonna pull it over. So you want to get that cranked up? Oh, it's starting. Woo! Yeah!
That's so cool.
Let's see if we can find some sweet potatoes. All right, I'm digging around. I don't know where the kitty's at. Kitty's usually digging with me. And I just picked out a few sweet potatoes. You could see them.
Wow.
And then I have a whole bucket over there. But yeah, so now we'll just kind of play in here and dig out some of the sweet potatoes out of the dirt. But these, like I said, we planted them kind of late, but they're really going to be yummy.
So why do you like planting sweet potatoes with kids?
Well, I think this method, or when you plant them in a big pot, it's super fun to see this, like, you know, see the plant sprout, and you could sprout them in your classroom. It's a super fun activity to do. So you can identify the roots, the stem, and then you can divide out the plants. You can get 15 baby plants from one sweet potato. And then you can take each one of those plants. So like, let's say you have 15 children in your class. Everybody could plant their own little sweet potato plant. And then when it's time to harvest, if you did it in like a big bucket, you could just dump it over. And it's almost like an Easter egg hunt. And that's exciting.
Yeah, definitely. So I am Italian. And as an Italian, I think about food every second of every minute, every week of every month of every year. So what are some good ways to eat sweet potatoes? I hear you can even eat them raw. Is that true?
You can eat them raw, and you can put them in salads, and I actually have some here that I can try. I don't normally eat them raw, and I am also Italian, and so I love sweet potatoes. And actually my Italian grandmother used to call me Little Sweet Potato as a child. That was my nickname as a little girl. So I love sweet potatoes. I like to eat sweet potato French fries. I like to eat baked sweet potato with like parsley or nutmeg. And then I love that sweet potato souffle where it's all whipped up and creamy. And I think it's a must-have at Thanksgiving. Totally. Also, I'm also vegetarian, so I like to have a nice filling, yummy, vegetable.
Yeah, I'm also vegetarian, so I'm going to need to try every single one of these recipes. Would you like to do a sweet potato taste test with me?
I would love to. Do you have sweet potatoes too?
I do. I have some right here.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Yours are purple.
Yes, they are. So let me tell you how it works.
Mm-hmm.
So I will take some of my sweet potato, and then you will take some of your sweet potato. And on the count of 3, we will both bite into our sweet potato, and then you can use a word to describe how your sweet potato tasted, and then I can use a word to describe how my sweet potato tasted. So are you ready?
I have one question.
Okay.
Should I eat the white one or the orange one?
Whichever one you think would taste more delicious.
I'll do the orange one because I think people know the orange sweet potato very well.
Perfect. That sounds amazing. All right, you ready?
I am ready.
All right, 1, 2, 3, go. This is really good.
I can only use one word.
You can use more than one if you want.
Okay, do you want to tell me your words?
All right, I think, honestly, this sweet potato kind of reminds me of a pastry that I've eaten before. I don't know which pastry, but so I would say pastry-like.
I like that. Mine tastes like sweet, earthy sunshine.
Those are beautiful words to describe sweet potatoes.
I like pastry.
I think that your words perfectly sum a sweet potato up.
Oh, thanks, Gianna.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Ladybug, for all of this great information. And thank you, viewers at home, for joining us. Remember, we have new videos coming out every month, so hit subscribe and be sure to check us out on Instagram at Small Bites Club. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye.